on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside.
Hey,
Final round.
black. I already know how I'm coming, man. Yeah. Try run the town. Tell no duck when they hear that sound. How they gon' come up now? Heavy as the head that'll wear that crown. I'm going pound for pound. And if it's by smoke, then we toke all of that. From an ounce to a pound. Take it, they biting this now. Cause my drip right up the seat. How could they be? Give me a couple of rounds. Cause I'm a beast when I'm on vitamin G. You see they start crumbling now. Mind struck, start mumbling now. Get the gist, I ain't reaching for cloud. Plot twist, I'm the one with the keys. Clock blitz, know they look how I freeze. Different continents, I be torn. We living life, making yours look boring. See, we win at the end, it's a spoiler warning. Cause I keep heating up, I might blow the whole planet. They calling me toxic like global warming. But they keep tuning in once again and again. I'm the one at the top just to form a warning. Truly, I'm De Niro when it come to movies. Get De Niro, entertain the groupies. Habanero if you come pursue me. But I hop on the game, too busy rolled up whenever my girl getting moody. Link up with the gang, where y'all go insane. Catching them bills on the duty. I'm in Stixie, I'm locked in. Bought a box, I was like 10. Back then, used to box, nowadays they ain't throwing hands. Mama said we got more advanced. One thing about me, I adapt, bought a Glock fin. Keep me safe from the block in. The game kept me off the block. Ain't got flex about looting my Ruger. I can shit on you with my computer. See, my graphics card costs more than your damn job can afford to pay you. And my monitor, big as hell, detail, so I can see when I spray you. To reload the clip and record the clip is go all say to that SSD. Know a whole lot of trill game heads like me wanna see tuned into that VGP. Take over the west and the east, and we got just what you need on vitamin G.
I came on time.
Yes,
Damn.
you did. What's going on? Let me make sure the mics are right. I think we're good. Let us know if you guys can hear us. Share this out, everybody. Actually, let me go on the thing. Let me see if I can share it out. But first, I want to welcome everybody. Welcome again to another Monday. Monday night, so which you know that's another Vitamin G Gaming podcast. I'm your host, FC Violent, and with me is my esteemed panel co-host, my guy, Dante Crisis. What's going on with you, my G?
Man, you talk about esteem and you want to introduce me first. Man, you setting that bar fucking low.
I'm going left to right on my screen, so you're just the first.
Okay. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I'm good. Over the weekend, finished Gears Judgment.
Nice.
I'm gonna say it. Gears Judgment. I don't understand. Like maybe it's the multiplayer. Maybe it was at the time like it was like unnecessary and people were questioning like why are we getting this. I mean, maybe it's the Halo 3 ODST situation where people were questioning why we're getting this DLC for full price, maybe, but the story itself is actually pretty fucking good and like it's typical Gears. So I don't understand where all the vitriol for this game comes from. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Aside from that, I started Battlefield 3.
Nice.
Having fun with that. It's a lot more challenging than I remember it though, weirdly. Played some Phasmophobia today, which is the ghost hunting horror game today. God fucking damn it, Joseph! Remind me to slap you later. that was fun. I'm definitely going to be playing that again in VR. Playing some finally started Dark Souls 3 last week. Some more Mass Effect 2. More Pokemon Let's Go as well. Shout out to Reggie, by the way. Thank you for helping me evolve some of the bullshit Pokemon that they still feel fucking. They still feel the need to have to trade to evolve them. So thank you again for that, my man. Other than that, I've been fucking square recently. Right, even though Joseph just fucking ruined it. This background is more than just where I am. It's also a big giant hint. Hey, FC, look at me, look at me, fool.
I see it.
Play Dark Souls.
I was gonna say it looks like
Play Dark Souls. Play Dark Souls. You know you want to.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
You know you want to. You know you don't want me being able to hold that over your fucking head that I played the trilogy of Dark Souls games and you ain't.
But have you beat Demon Souls though?
Bitch, do I look like I own a PlayStation 5?
Well, have you beat the original Demon Souls?
Never owned it. Remember, I didn't get into Dark Souls until Souls games till Bloodborne, and I've played Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, 2, now 3. So I've played, in grand total, as far as the From Software games, 5 of their 6 titles, I believe.
Wow. Okay, that's what's up.
So I think so if you want to try and talk numbers, I think I still have you beat.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't finished 1 through 3, so that's the only games I missed. I played everything else.
Play them.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely want to.
Just my thing. Play the remaster, because the remaster isn't actually as bad as some people might say. It's actually pretty good. Get ready for a bit of clunk. Dark Souls 2. Prepare for your asshole to be stretched about year wide by fucking hitboxes, bullshit agility, and all the like. And if you're playing Dark Souls 3, and you'll feel right at home because it's pretty much got the speed of Bloodborne.
Nice. Okay, sweet.
But if you Dark Souls 2, go in understanding the new fucking agility system because it affects rolling and using items, and it's fucking awful.
Yeah, I'm working, I guess, just chronologically then. Just the way the speed. Start from slow because Demon Souls is pretty slow. So I'm sure Dark Souls is slow. Dark Souls 2 is slow, but the combat's a little faster, and it is better. But Dark Souls 3 is definitely more like Bloodborne in the sense of like speed of combat, speed of movement. I mean, God, you're honestly, I think it's the game with the fastest regenerating stamina system as well. It regenerates pretty fucking quick. And it has the Bloodborne melee combat in the sense of you can hit 2 light attacks and then hit a heavy attack. Nice. Like
you can combo them together on like Dark Souls 1 and 2.
Nice. All right, that's what's up, man. Definitely check it out. My guy, Jubei Sensei, what's going on with you, my G?
What's up? Spent a lot of time messing with that Halo beta this weekend. Or alpha, rather.
Need your impressions in the technical flight. How is it, sir?
I really enjoyed it. Like, I mean, as a small slice of the game, it works. I mean, I did have a couple of odd issues where like the game would like crash and then I'd have to hop back in, but that was kind of few and far in between. Like I didn't personally notice any like lag or performance issues, just like the crashes there, and sometimes it wouldn't let you join a match, or if you were partied up, one of you would get left behind. So it's like it's shit I expected from an alpha, but gameplay wise, it's pretty much where it needs to be. My only gripe is the commando rifle is garbage. There's something wrong with it, but everything else is fine. Like, so it's the only gun that just feels weird, like when you're trying to aim it and shoot it. Everything else is fine. It's just the commando rifle.
Does it not seem to hit where you at a long distance? Does it not seem to hit where you think it's going to hit, or will you?
It's god awful.
Hold on, but is it like how I described, where you're aiming at something over a long distance, but it seems to hit lower than you intended?
Or higher, or to the left or right, versus the regular assault rifle.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, so it's inconsistent.
Without nothing on it.
Yeah, so it's inconsistent. Huh. All right.
It's super inconvenient, and then sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it behaves like it's just there's something wrong.
It's
I don't have
the Doom-free shotgun.
Huh?
It's the Doom-free shotgun where the pellets just seem to go fucking everywhere.
Pretty much. Like it shoots where it wants to shoot. Like it's not reliable at all. If you're close range, it's a little bit more reliable because you can stop the spread a little bit. But I'm mad that I can get more accuracy with the starter assault rifle than I can with that. So.
All right, fair enough. But overall, though, how's the movement?
Overall, the movement is I definitely wouldn't call it slow. It's not like Halo 5 with the thrusters and shit, but if you know how to slide and stuff, you can get around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not slow. The grappling hook needs to be. It was only on 2 of the maps, not all 3. The 3rd map could have used it just for traversal, but the grappling hook actually adds another traversal dimension to it.
Level of verticality to it.
It looks cool, man. I saw like you could pull to an opponent. I think shout out to K Mega, he was using that.
You can pull to a friend. You can pull to somebody on your team. You can pull items and weapons to you. And
pull over
also,
to a Scorpion tank and then just instantly get inside that motherfucker.
Yeah, and then there's like a ping, like a little basically like a UAV. You can actually attach that to your teammates and basically have them running around as like an active ping.
Oh wow!
Interesting.
you are the ping bitch.
That's cool. All right. I mean, I wish I had a chance to play it better, but overall, though, you are enjoying it.
Yeah. The wall, the shield wall is garbage though. It's trash.
Okay. You
can melee through that. It's trash. They need to do something with that.
Okay, but you can't shoot those though.
You on the other side can, and you can take it out in like 3 shots. Like there's no, and for some reason in the alpha there is not a lot of protection there.
All right.
Like seven assault rifle bullets. Woof. 7 assault rifle bullets, and it was a wrap.
I don't know. I guess you could use that tactically for like holding a position just to save some shots, like oddball or something.
No, they need to increase the durability just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, just enough. Cause as soon as I picked it up.
Let's see. I see him. He's crying. Yeah. So shout out to Despair.
I will also turn around and say 3 out of 10 alpha non-realistic fruit killing skills.
Oh, jeez! Don't even get me started on that.
For an alpha, them bots are fucking smart. We are in for a treat. Like, don't think the bots are like a pushover. Like, they were retreating. They were like luring you into traps with the rest of their team. Like, those bots are good.
What modes were available?
It was just Slayer. Yeah, just Slayer for the alpha, and then they did Arena Slayer where they did PvP for like a couple of hours, and then they pulled it because it was just humans versus bots pretty much the whole time, and then like the last day they opened it up to human versus human for a little bit.
Nice. All right.
But no, them bots they'll get in your ass if you let them. Like they're good.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I can't wait for the next flight. Hopefully they make it. I guess expanded to PvP. That'd be dope. But I see a lot of hype for it, man. A lot of people are hyped for it. I can't wait to try it out. So kudos to 3 for 3 for that. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, how does it compare to Destiny, Jube?
No, the shooting's there. Like, if you're gonna play that game without like a sound system or headphones, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, all the guns sounded really good. It was really easy to kind of tell where bullets were coming from, as far as like the spatial sound. Like, sound was easily one of my favorite parts. Like, all the guns sounded and felt really good and like punchy. So it's up there as far as shooting mechanics with Destiny.
Nice. Anybody else tried the flight? No, I guess. No, the test flight.
Oh no! I was a bit too late to it, unfortunately. I would have liked to have for a video, but I'll have to wait till for the beta, unfortunately.
Fair enough. All right, man. That's what's up.
absolutely no sword. So hopefully in the next flight you get a sword.
Yeah, I'm sure they just added it though. But that's what's up, man. My guy Omar, what's up with you, bro? What's
Sup?
going on, my G?
First, I literally made it on time. I had to restart my laptop. I beat Crystal.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it. Combat is fun. If they played it safe, they could have easily went all out with the ability, but at the same time, you're genuinely broken. As a main character, your ability is genuinely broken. Like, imagine the ability to negate your enemy movement. Any move your enemy does, you can literally rewind time and prevent it from ever happening. Like, it's over. All I needed to do is use my main character as semi. How should I say? Like, for example, final boss. He put. He or she put health regen on themselves, and it healed a lot. Like, I was not able to do that much damage. So what I did, I just rewound time, and it's like he never even put health regen. It was funny. After finishing Crystal, which I really enjoyed, I love the character, I love the voice acting, I love the villains. It's a fantastic game. I really highly recommend it. I played The Pathless, and it's another game I truly enjoyed. It's the closest I have ever felt to playing a game when I first played Shadow of the Colossus. They are both the same, but a little bit different as well. I don't want to spoil it, but all I will say is every single boss in the Pathless feels like a final boss. That's how impactful the fight is and how epic the combat is. If you're into puzzles, it's not difficult puzzles, but it's fun and clever puzzling. And if you're into action, fighting bosses, get the Pathless. It's literally $28 on PlayStation 5 right now, or 4. And it's also €30 for the Europe people.
Nice. Okay, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you got some gaming in. My guy Pharaoh, what's going on with you, my dude? I know you was complaining about the Madden ratings.
What's going on, everybody? I haven't been playing much. I'm starting to get back into the Madden. I didn't think I'd be buying it this year, but you know, some people tried to come for the throne, so
I thought we got through to him.
It's not.
It's too many people talking shit. So
It's hard to step away when you know what I mean. It's like if you don't get it, then there's gonna be people like, yo, you lucky you didn't get it, Pharaoh, because you would have got your ass whooped, and it entices you to then get it. So yeah, he was in a lose-lose situation. I understand that.
yeah, that's kind of.
But you was complaining about the Madden ratings, man. How you feel?
I feel like some things are unrealistic. Like I was talking to some of the Madden rating adjusters, and the excuses that they're giving me, I'm not feeling them. Not feeling them at all.
And was it pertaining to the Ravens in particular?
No, because I don't just talk about Raven stuff. Like when I look at the rating, because I'm an actual fan of football.
Mm-hmm.
So like for instance, I will talk about a Ravens player in general, but the Ravens drafted a guy, Adafe Owe, and he's like this athletic freak. And one of the ratings adjusters was talking about Caleb Farley, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he's an athletic freak in the game." And I'm like, "Okay, but Adafe is a freak as well. Why doesn't it reflect in his ratings?" And then he gave me like this BS excuse that because he went to Penn State, they use a short track when they do their 40-yard dash. And I was like, all right, that's cool. But he ran faster than a player that's on Penn State, and you gave that player a 93 speed. And then he was like, well, the other guy has game speed. So, like, you know, like they just, you know, they'll come up with excuses for anything.
So, Pharaoh, that's really hardcore. Just really quick. So you're talking with one of the adjusters, like the like public manager or whatever in the community?
Yeah, I talked with 2 of them.
Dang.
The man's like, nah, I ain't fucking with this. Let me hit this dude up.
Right, like
Yeah,
you got him. I'm sorry.
Listen,
I would definitely hit them up about players. Like, you know, they don't have to be Ravens players. If it's like a player, I'm like, I ain't feeling him. I'll hit them up.
It's funny because that conversation that Pharaoh's having, like I used to be big in the FIFA scene, and they'll be the same way. It's like, okay, why is this person's speed lower than this person's speed? And we immediately said that I'm not the fastest on my team, you know, stuff like that. And it's like you'll see like the EA adjusters, because EA, they're the same ones in Madden, right? Well, I'm sure different different locations. And they'll go to the practice field, and you'll see them actually there. They're there to rate, and they get a whole bunch of stick, man, because whatever they do, no one's gonna be happy, and the players themselves aren't usually happy either when they look at their ratings. So this is interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm not the guy that's like, this guy should be this overall rating. But if I feel like, you know, they're not like reflecting your natural ability or something like that, I'll say something. Or like if you're a player and like you've been like top 5 in sacks for like the past like 3 years, but you don't even have like an 85 overall rating, I'll say something. Like, I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. You know.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, man. Well, I'm glad you're back in the game, and even though it is Madden, but you know it is what it is.
Hey, I've been playing other stuff. I've just been busy these past.
Have you beat Dragon Age yet? Or Dragon Quest? Sorry.
No, I've been. The army has owned me for the past 2 weeks, and they have ran me into the ground.
The military, as soon as you signed your name on the dotted line, the military owns your ass anyway.
Yeah, until you get out.
Them days are about to be over.
In 6 years, I got the fuck out of there. That's what's up, man. Just be advised, Pharaoh. The time you played Dragon Quest, I beat like 4 games, and I only play like an hour or 2 a day. Just, you know, point that out. Anyway.
I've played other games. I just haven't beaten Dragon Quest. I play other stuff in
Scarlet Nexus.
Right. But the keyword I said, but the keyword I use is I've beaten those games that I played. So keep that. Keep that.
Don't try and flex. Don't try and flex.
No, I'm not trying, because I know out of everyone here, I probably maybe me and Pharaoh probably tied the least amount of gaming. I would say. I think the most was obviously Dante. Maybe the second most is Omar. Then I would say maybe third most is either between, I don't know, Reggie and Jube. I can't really tell. You guys play a lot, and then Kofi's in there.
A decent amount.
I think Kofi might be third or fourth.
I'm always diving back into Final Fantasy. I'm playing Forza a lot. You know, I play a lot of games that you don't necessarily beat.
I see. All right, fair enough.
You know, that don't really have a beginning and end.
All right, fair enough. All right, let me move on to the next guy. My guy, Reggie, man, what you been up to, my dude?
What is going on, good people? Mostly grinding on Pokemon Unite. That is probably my new favorite thing to play. Also, Kofi will probably be happy to hear. I got back into Moonlighter.
Yo, I'm about to get back into. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Check that out.
It's really fun. Like, I just upgraded my shop. I opened up the second dungeon.
Yeah. You got through.
I am like pretty solidly in there, and like it's a very comfortable like rinse and repeat type of mechanic, where it's like really fun to keep doing it over and over and over again, and just getting a little bit better each time. So I'm having an absolute blast with it. But most of my day is still spent doing Pokemon Unite. Actually just found a new favorite in Jigglypuff, who's an absolute monster. So I that's pretty much what I'm running. Trying to do my best to get master rank in solo queue. I have no idea how I'm gonna manage that, but I think I can get it.
You're
so
addicted,
far
huh?
Oh, I'm into it. I this is like the most fun I've had with like a MOBA in a long time.
You were like, finally, I could play my Switch.
First off, I already played my Switch. On top of the fact that I have to get once I finish Judgment, my next game is Phoenix Wright: The Ace Attorney Chronicles, because that game is apparently fire. And which no doubt, because the original Phoenix Wright is fire. But I hear nothing but good things about it, so I can't wait to like get that. But I told myself I finished Judgment, which is like the closest thing to Phoenix Wright at the moment, anyway.
It's probably giving some of that itch, man. The Judgment's so good.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright with combos.
They had a whole Phoenix Wright section, complete with like main character yelling objection and everything. So I was like, okay, I get it. So I'm absolutely loving that. New season of Apex starts tomorrow, so I'll be back into that. Picking up the Lil Nas X character, and pretty much that's it for the time being. Once I need to finish Judgment because I don't know how long it's gonna be on PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
And I guess
into August, right?
I hope not.
On the site, it'll say usually.
Okay, it's maybe I need to look up then.
It's like August. It's either August or October. It's one of those two.
Well, hopefully,
it's right before It's right before the sequel drops, I think.
The sequel drops on the 14th of September.
We gotta get Reg and S, man. That way you ain't gotta worry about it. You can play all the Yakuzas.
Well, I could just buy most of the Yakuzas. I think I had no problem playing them. I mean, speaking of S, I finally picked up my PS5.
Oh, nice.
So I have
Congratulations.
Okay, Judgment will be there until October 4th.
Okay, I'll be done.
You got time.
Like I said, I knew it was either
about 20 plus hours, like maybe 25 hours, I think.
Hey, Reggie.
You beat the game in 25 hours?
I said, I'm on 22 hours right now.
Yo,
and
I'm like,
got the chapter 4.
It wasn't that long. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I keep
30
getting
minutes.
distracted.
Yo, I keep making
do a lot of
friends.
side activities.
Yeah.
I'm friending everybody.
Literally everyone. Yeah.
Literally everybody.
I did all those
My
things.
city level is like level 19
might
right now.
Might have been a little bit longer because I did those things. I did like the racing with the
Drones?
The drones.
The drones, yeah.
I did, yeah.
Did you date?
True. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did the dating stuff too.
Hey, Reggie. Just remember.
Might be a little bit longer.
When you want to expand because I don't know why, but it just seems to be something going around. If you want to expand your memory in your PlayStation 5, you're not limited to the M.2 you want. You're not as limited as you think. You don't need to buy a certain brand. You just need to get to the recommended 5,500 megabytes a second.
Already filled up my hard drive, and I'm like, how? Like, I don't understand. And I mean, I guess it's just the game because games are larger.
Yeah.
But like, I have Judgment.
They don't give you much space either.
I mean, you're not wrong. Apex. What else? Oh, Destiny. No, Destiny. I can upgrade because that's how I figure. I need more space, and it's still because PlayStation does that stupid copyright thing, doesn't it?
Destiny 2 would take up a lot of fucking space. Destiny 2 takes up a lot of fucking space.
I'm interested to see how this SSD thing.
See, here's the thing. Like, here's the problem with it. Here's the problem with this, and it's the one benefit to it all, right? So, and this is not me. This is not me. Right? This I'm preempting this because someone's gonna fucking bring it up. This is not me ragging on like you only have one option with the Xbox Series S and X. But with the PlayStation, with the PlayStation M.2 situation, the benefit with that is the open market will help determine prices because they will try and bottom out prices to get your money for expansions because you're not limited.
The thing is,
here's the thing.
The Xbox one is just that what is it? Seagate makes the current expansion one.
Yeah,
they're the only ones that do.
Yeah, that's because they signed an exclusive term. Their term's almost up. So you're about to see more options.
I hope so, because then it will bottom out the price, and then Seagate will have to be competitive with price. Like that was my whole problem with the exclusivity to begin with.
But it's still competitively priced, like with other 1 terabyte SSDs.
Was it like it's like $250, I think.
I didn't pay $250 for it.
How much was it?
$290. It's like $200 even.
Yeah. It's two something because I had it bundled in with mine.
Because like
oh really? You got an expansion card bundled in?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I figured I would because.
Wow.
It's not like it's pretty nice. It's like this is your only option and we're gonna ream you. Like no, it's competitively priced.
I mean, look at the prices now with the PlayStation 5s. I guess the different ones. It's about on par. Even with
and just because you have that one slot, you still have to compete with external SSDs because you can plug any external up.
That's my point. But that's my point. There's the free market competitive pricing. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. It's always been there because you can hook up the external to it. You just can't. You just don't have the full suite with the regular external.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, 1 terabyte is not enough, and like 2 of
1
these
terabyte
games,
isn't enough. I think 2 terabyte should be the minimum for consoles.
Well, I mean it's enough if you play one game at a time. It's not if you bounce from one game to another game.
Well, I mean, like if
particularly though,
like big games like COD or Battlefield.
Yeah, they suck
like,
up a lot.
Oh, that shit will fucking tear.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Like, hold up, just to give you an idea.
How much? How many gigs is that?
I'm about to fucking tell you, actually. Yeah. No, I'm about to tell you. So, Modern Warfare itself. Now, unfortunately, with Modern Warfare, you have to fucking install Warzone. Because Warzone isn't its own fucking separate entity, which it fucking should have been. Okay? That alone, without the campaign, with the multiplayer, with the Spec Ops, with Warzone, 181 fucking gigabytes.
Jeez.
Suck my dick, Activision. Are you fucking serious?
Cold War is fucking 200.
Hold on. Hold on. No, Cold War isn't 200. I don't know what you got, but Cold War for me.
Installed. That's Cold War and with fucking Warzone installed. It's fucking 200.
Oh yeah, no, like with all mine together. If we're talking both, Modern Warfare and Cold War, this is without the campaigns installed and with ultra definition textures. It's 317 gigabytes.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's.
When you start talking about that, then you know.
The PlayStation only lasts you what, 650? Or something like that? How much is it? 750?
Once the OS is installed and all that, it's about 600 something. Yeah.
That right there, no, that
makes it really tough.
That's more than half, right? That's insane.
Yeah, and like that's not a game that I know the popular argument is beat it and delete it, but like
not that type of game. You have to keep it on.
I can play.
That's not a game you delete because it's a
you
game
always
that
you hop back on the COD, and like there was a time I played Overwatch, I played Call of Duty, I played Apex.
Yeah, you have to pick one. You gotta pick one. You can't have them all installed.
Yeah, I think Call of Duty is the one that is eating your storage because I have literally more than 5 games installed right now.
Yeah, but your games are probably a lot smaller.
I don't have a problem with games eating
and big games. Like for example, I have Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is almost on PlayStation 4 it's 90. On PlayStation 4, I think I don't know the exact number. I have Phoenix Rising is 40 gig. I have Pathless is 10 gig or something like that. I have Ghost of Tsushima, which is, let me check information, is 50 gig. So it all depends on the game you play. And
that's what we were just saying. It depends on the games you play.
And Call of Duty just eats your storage. Like it is what, 300 gig?
I just said that.
Yeah, it's close to.
We were just saying all that.
Yeah.
But I think I don't have a problem with games being large. I have a problem with, console manufacturers not accounting for it, in the, base, console that you purchase.
I guarantee you right now, once all this shit starts, you're gonna start seeing like bids to bundle the PlayStation 5 with these M.2s.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, like I said, I got my
I
Series
guar-
X.
I,
with
I,
my,
guar-
the,
I guarantee
the-
you in 2 years we'll start to see like a PS5 Pro or something like that.
Hell,
Where it might not even have better specs. It might not have better specs, but it'll have extra hard drive space or something.
And a sweet OLED screen.
No, let's not
That
get there.
game.
All right, man. Anything else, Rich? Have you downloaded any PS5 games?
No, a friend of mine, I forgot to pick him up because I got my PlayStation from him, but I got Returnal and Miles Morales.
Nice, man. Let me know
So,
your thoughts
of
on
course,
Returnal, sir.
Yeah, of course. I'm very curious about Return. I'm very curious of how quickly I can beat it.
It's a fun game.
Considering people were saying it's fairly difficult, I'm like, I don't think so. From the brief time I spent with it, I was like, no, this doesn't seem harder than Gungeon.
Hey, so long as you beat it longer than FC, just remember you still haven't achieved anything.
And technically, yeah, but the main
I've
goal is just to
beaten
beat it faster than FC did.
Like
But really shouldn't be hard.
Like I
No,
said,
that isn't an achievement.
I mean, I play maybe a couple hours a day, motherfucker, and I beat it in 4 days, 3 days, so you could eat a dick. But anyway,
So all I need is an hour and a half. Then cool. All right, good to know.
it counts today since you downloaded. So since you haven't, so I'm taking all these hours. So if you don't beat it by tomorrow, sir, you definitely lost that challenge.
I don't have it in my possession yet.
Fair enough. And I think I only died. How many times I died? I posted it. Was it 11 times? Something like that. So let's see what you got, Reg.
Yeah, you died something like 6 times or 4 times, I think. You didn't die a lot.
Yeah,
Games like, I'll say this, games like Returnal really wish that I could invest in a fucking HDR monitor. When I just see how beautiful they are and I think, God, imagine how good this looks in HDR in more than 1080p.
Oh, and good news for you, FC. Completely random tangent, but apparently, your DC team is doing all right with Suicide Squad. Apparently, that's a new hotness.
It only took you taking a goddamn fucking
I heard, man.
Marvel.
They can make one good movie. They can't turn it into a universe. That's
They can't, no, fair enough. I think the word you're looking for is they can make one good movie, they just can't do it consistently.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Marvel can't either.
can't
Clearly,
they can't bring it all together like Marvel has done.
Marvel can make
But
universes.
even Marvel
but they
at this
have-
point is gonna
they-
fucking collapse.
They have shit movies too, and recently they've had shit movies. So let's not go there.
But the thing is, those shit movies fit into
Ant-Man,
a universe.
both of them.
So
I agree with you.
So
Marvel
that
knows
one-
how to
that
make
one bad movie
a
is held up
universe,
by other good movies.
but there's a lot of shit in that universe. All right, so
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but the thing is, they can have a bad movie.
you
because
can
the
have
universe
collective
holds-
pieces of shit. All right, I'm good
protects
with
it.
that.
Yeah, like
So
Batman vs Superman, ass. Man of Steel,
Yeah.
good.
Man of Steel's good.
Justice League,
Justice
ass.
League, both versions.
Nah, the second
Like,
wasn't bad.
Why the hell haven't we gotten a Ben Affleck Batman film? Like,
I don't know, but
Apparently, so from what I've been hearing, he's actually supposed to be in the new Flashpoint movie.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
we'll see. Man.
I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you the reason.
Solid. The next one's gonna be solid.
Because apparently it all fucking fell apart, and then they redid it for the new.
It is, Reggie. Don't even
Patterson.
start.
All right, I'm just asking.
I have hope. I'm not gonna lie. I do have hope for the Robert Pattinson.
Then we got this ass Robin Pattinson
Oh!
playing Batman.
That looks good. Listen, we just gotta enjoy it's the most recent. Have you guys saw the most recent one with the Marvel chick? What's her name? The Sue and Disney.
Oh, Black Widow.
Black
That
Widow.
was
Anybody,
trash.
anybody saw that? Did you guys enjoy that hot?
No,
that hot
I-
steaming
no, it was
pile of
fucking
garbage?
trash.
Okay.
The movie was trash. What the fuck did they do to my boy Taskmaster?
Alright.
My God, if you remember when I was talking
if you
about.
don't get the long Halloween, you're a fraud. I'm just letting you know.
Also, by the way, I'll also turn around and say it does not surprise
I'll get
me
to
that
it
they're getting
eventually.
to. They fucked Scarlett Johansson over. They really fucking did.
Yeah,
if
they
you
did.
know,
Long Halloween is supposed to be like the best Batman film to come out in like.
I'll
15
check it out.
years.
I'm kind of burnt out on Batman, but if I must,
Well, I mean, Injustice is getting a movie coming.
I've never heard a Marvel fan say they're burnt out on Iron Man.
Oh, because you guys.
no, because Iron Man got burnt out first by the Infinity Gauntlet.
I guess I don't know. For me, I like Batman, but there's other stuff that we could promote. This is me personally.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest Batman
They kind
guy.
of ran him into the ground, same way Spider-Man gets ran into the ground.
Yeah, it gets old. Like, can we do something?
I get
else?
tired of that 2-3 movies and then.
Can you remake Green Lantern, please, and do it proper? Like, that's what I would want. But I can make a whole episode of a DC. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But
you should. You fucking should.
But apparently, Marvel's going down that route recently because I'm seeing comments from like fans. What's that Miss Marvel? Apparently, that's not correct. I don't know. I'm just looking at the comments and people are pissed off because they changed their powers or something.
Miss Marvel didn't change her powers, I don't think.
No,
or they're talking about Captain Marvel.
No.
Where's that Static
Miss
Shock
Marvel.
movie at?
That's a good fucking point. Where's the Static Shock movie?
They're supposed to be making that apparently.
Where the fuck is my Batman Beyond movie?
Yeah. See, there you go.
Like,
so if you want to do a Batman, do
Bruce Wayne.
Batman Beyond. Yeah, thank you. That or fucking Nightwing.
I need my Terry McGinnis. It was a fucking underrated Batman show with a kick-ass fucking opening.
Anyway, we gotta continue, man. Gotta continue. My guy, last but not least, Kofi, man. What you been up to?
What's going on, guys? Sorry I missed y'all last week. I was out on vacation.
No,
I told them so.
You called it.
I told them so.
You were right. Happy vacay, man.
Yeah. So obviously, vacay significantly reduced my gameplay time. The only game I played on vacation, like literally out there, was Valkyria Chronicles 3. It's the one unlocalized game that I promised myself I would play. I didn't play it a lot because I was exhausted because we're outside in the heat all day. But so far it's really great. The challenge is definitely up there. I've only played Valkyria Chronicles 1. I have not played 2 or 2 I hear is terrible, but 4 I hear is great. I just haven't played it. But hopefully I finish 3. And but last week before I left, I'm still playing Judgment, and I'm lining up some indie games to play for the rest of this month because once August passes by, September is crazy. Mm-hmm. So I want to play some smaller titles. I just picked up a title on sale. I was supposed to play it like right before I left for vacation, but I didn't. It's called Wildfire. It came out on Steam last summer and then on console last fall. It's basically about a woman who inherits powers from an alien ship crashing down on Earth during the time where witch hunting is like commonplace. So like this is back like during the witch trials. Yeah, exactly. And it's like a side scroller where you're trying to survive and save people who were kidnapped from a village that you lived at, because basically the evil empire believes that your village is cursed, so they're like, burn your village to the ground. So you're out to save the settlers that were kidnapped, but you have to like use these powers that you got from the aliens. So like you can create fire, and you can basically like run in the room and create chaos, or you can sneak around. It's almost like a 2D side-scrolling version of Streets of Rogue, which I think all of us almost played a couple years back, where like basically like you go into an open environment and you could like cause chaos in different ways, but you have to like figure out what you want to do, what your play style will be. So that's really exciting. Another indie game I just picked up. Shout out to my guy Reggie, because I don't know if you've played these, Reggie, but I know you know of these. It's called Gunvolt, or Out of the Gunvolt X.
Yeah, Gunvolt.
I played that.
This one came out 2 years ago, also on sale. Obviously, like, it's from the Azure/Gunvolt series, which is also on sale, but I decided just to get the newest one. It obviously plays a lot like Mega Man or Mega Man Zero, but it's the developer's called like Init Creates. And that looks really cool. And then one other game I hope to play this before September, which is just crazy, is The Last Campfire. Which is basically available everywhere. It's like a puzzle exploration game. So I'm just excited to kind of like go between these three, not play anything heavy, because September I'm going to lose my mind. Speaking of which, I really hope that Jubei, Omar, and Pharaoh play Astria Ascending that comes out in September. It's like the RPG that is made by some legendary Final Fantasy contributors from back in the day. One of them worked on Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I think the sound designer worked on Final Fantasy X, and I did have some info up. Oh yeah, I did. Let me say this.
So play Crystal as well or no?
So I am taking a quick break. I want to play Crystal Tales, but I won't. I want to play Astria Ascending. It comes out on the same day as Kuro no Kiseki, which I'm expecting to be doing translations for. I think I'll be doing it. I don't know yet. So I know I won't.
Astria Ascending, yeah, I'm excited for that game.
Yeah. Pharaoh, I think that this game could be a love letter to games we grew up playing. Their website, if you go to the website of the art designer and the director of the game, they're like, we love Xenogears. We love Valkyrie Profile. These are the games that inspired us to make Astria Ascending. The game has a format very similar to Valkyria Profile. And if it didn't come out on the same day as Kuro, I'd be all over it. But I might not play that game until next year. But I want somebody to talk about it because I want to know, is it dope or not? But anyway,
fair enough, man. That's what's
lots
up.
of indies.
Yeah, indies are hot right now. And this is some of the games we're gonna talk about when we get to these new sections. Gets the next comment section. First, I'm gonna shout out the chat. What's going on, Joseph Pecan? What's going on with you, bro? Nate Clinton, Game of Despair in the chat. I got something for you, my dude. Cali Rex, Rodimus J. And then anyone else that are listening for the first time, make sure you karate chop that like button, subscribe if you are new, and share this to gamers everywhere. For me, just real quick, I've been playing MLB The Show. I just beat Demon Souls, which was a fantastic game. They Bluepoint did a really good job remaster. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice looking game. Not gonna lie.
Remaking. They built that bastard back from the bastard up from the ground up.
The textures and all that, True, not gonna lie. I mean, they had.
Ain't gonna lie. Here's the thing. I find. Sorry to cut you off. It's just at that point, I feel like a remake, a near 1-to-1 remake, is more impressive than a remaster. Because with a remaster, you might add a couple of things like what the Call of Duties did, but effectively you're just slapping new textures over old models and stuff like that. Where if you're doing a pretty much up from the ground remake, you might reuse some things, but you're basically you're pretty much nearly making everything from scratch.
I mean, a lot of the assets, I guess you could say, were new, but the game is still From Software. Game.
Oh no, obviously, but they had to. But what I'm saying, but they
take that away. Like it's a From Software game. They had a cheat sheet.
Even that. But even that, they had to translate that from the old engine to the new one, and they had to code it all. Is my point.
Okay.
It's using the same combat and stuff, but they had to
the coding feed. Again. Yeah. No. That's why I said kudos to Bluepoint for doing that. They did a fantastic remaster or remake, whatever you want to call it.
I would say Bluepoint is right now, as of right now, the king of remasters and remakes. Like, when you look at their games, remasters and remakes, they have the Shadow of the Colossus one, they have Demon Souls one, and I think they have another one, and I forgot which one it was. I think they have either 2 or 3.
The recent one is really good. It's a quality port.
Here's the thing. I'd agree. But like they've got, because they did Shadow of the Colossus, Demon Souls, they did Gravity Rush remastered, they did the Uncharted
they also did the Uncharted one,
they did the Xbox 360 port of Titanfall, they did the Vita port of PlayStation All Stars. The only I'll agree they've done really good. The one that I will fucking absolutely vehemently disagree with in some regards is the God of War collection. Because the fucking audio mixing on that was fucking awful. The God of War collection.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, you said you had something for me?
Yeah, I got something for you, motherfucker. Because you're over there crying on Twitter. Just real quick. So anyway, shout out to my guy Game of Despair who's in the panel. But hold on.
First you're gonna kiss his ass, and then you're just gonna fucking lay on his ass.
No, you gotta give him a shout out. This guy here's a really good The Last of Us.
All right, okay, so here's
multiplayer. Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna lay it down. What happened in The Last of Us.
This motherfucker. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So on The Last of Us, when I played against him, I didn't even fucking challenge him. He just said that he would beat. I told him that Okay, so he ended up saying that he probably beat me in a couple of matches in The Last of Us, right?
That's not what I said. Correction. No.
Yes,
don't make me mute you,
yes,
dude. Don't make me mute you. I said
brother,
with practice,
brother.
I could probably beat you in a couple of matches. That's what I said.
Hit me up. Yeah, exactly. And
with practice.
Okay, so anyways,
I didn't get practice.
What happened?
It was game
what
one.
What happened was that.
And I killed him a couple times, and he washed me as he should, because I don't play The Last of Us. If you have ever played The Last of Us multiplayer, hold on, Despair, you want me to mute you? Can I finish? This is definitely the host.
Come on, bro.
Let me finish. Like I said, I don't play The Last of Us. Those who played The Last of Us multiplayer, it is super slow. The controls are kind of janky.
Halo isn't slow. Yeah.
No, it's slow, but it's not like The Last of Us slow. And it's stiff as hell. The guns don't. The gun plays. So that was hard to get used to.
Halo isn't slow.
No, the movement is slow, but the guns are still fantastic.
It's disgusting.
It's still fantastic.
Dude,
coming from the guy where you have to crawl to move.
Okay, here's the thing.
You try to compare Halo to The Last of Us, and he's complaining about slow.
Apex. That shit is fast as fuck.
Yeah, Apex is quicker. Apex is quicker. Yeah, Apex is quicker, but it's still like most of that. Like I said, most of that stuff comes from Halo. So I'm not even. The fact that you struggle at shooting, then that's on you, my G. That's on you.
What the hell comes with Apex Legends? What the hell comes with fucking Apex? What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean the guns?
There's not even
what are you talking about?
There's nothing similar. Like there's no similarities between those games. What the fuck are you talking about?
Definitely is. What do you mean?
Okay, so what? Okay,
how's the gunplay different?
How do you compare Apex to fucking Halo?
Like I said, the gunplay. What the fuck are you talking about? The gunplay is very similar.
Hold up, time. Wait, hold on. I see. You saying the gunplay in Apex Legends
is similar?
Similar to
Halo. Halo, yes.
Oh, Halo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of got to give a point there because I thought for a second there I thought I was listening and maybe other people were confused with everybody with you two talking over each other like you're trying to discover whose penis is bigger. I kind of got lost and figured you were saying that Apex Legends was similar to The Last of Us in shooting, that's why I was like, "What?"
I am not a moron.
You could fool me.
Yeah, whatever. So anyway,
The Last of Us does have better gameplay. I'll just say that right now.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Compared to fucking Halo, bro.
But anyway.
No.
Yo, Ivan, come on, don't make me boot you, bro, because I'm trying to get on to the show. Basically, I'm saying you're good at The Last of Us. You got to work on your Halo skills. When it comes down to pure shooting, you're dog shit. So,
I have 30,000 hours in that game.
Yes, so in the dog shit multiplayer game.
All right. So you're saying Halo is better than fucking Last of Us?
Yes, 100,000 million%. Are you joking?
Oh, well, you two just have fucking sex already and get it over with.
Anyway, I gotta continue on the show, but anyway, salute to you. Don't be a sore loser. It is what it is. You're supposed to win in The Last of Us. I was supposed to crush you in Halo. It is what I crush everyone, so it doesn't matter.
Here's the thing. What happened? I'm gonna tell you.
You have no chance of beating me, bro. Like, I don't know.
I'll tell you what happened on The Last of Us. All right. This is why this whole thing happened. Yeah, Jube's right there. I can hear him.
He's not in here.
Hey, yeah, he's right there.
He is not.
I mean, not Jube. I'm sorry, Dante. It was Dante. Dante's here. My bad. This is what happened, bro. This is what happened. All right.
Dude.
I don't think he cares.
Jube.
Black with hair.
My bad.
All right, listen.
No, but
we gotta move on, bro.
What happened, right? So, like, basically, no. No, we gotta end this. All right. So what happened is that I was just casually talking about when we were in the podcast. We were talking about The Last of Us, right? And I didn't challenge FC Violent. I didn't challenge him at all, but I was talking about it. And then he said, well, I could probably beat you in a few games on it. I'm like, and for me, somebody that has 30,000 hours in that game.
Again, that's not what I said.
How do you? No. That's exactly what I heard. And then, so I was
you need to clear your ears. I said with practice, I could probably beat you in a couple matches.
Dude, can you let me speak?
That's what I said. Well, I didn't use what I said, and then we could continue. I'm gonna correct you every time. All right,
fine. You want to do it all over again, and then I'll fucking
no, because again, I told you, I told you what I got multiple kills. I got multiple kills, and you got me in Halo, so you could suck a dick there.
No,
but anyway,
no.
Anyway, so
the thing is,
the next multiplayer, whenever it comes out, Despair. Shut up. The next The Last of Us. Whenever the multiplayer comes out, whenever Sony or whatever decides to get off their ass and make The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer, which should be already out, I will take it seriously and we can play again. But until then, I'm not playing that dog shit ass multiplayer. So anyway, as you wait for that game and Halo Infinite's coming out, which is the topic, so we'll go on with there. If you want to continue. Well,
You're
having input on the topic, we go. If not, then I'm going to continue.
Older.
They're both old, sir.
You're talking about The Last of Us, and they're fucking older. When did fucking Halo 3 come out?
They're both
it's
old,
dog
dude.
shit, bro. It's dog shit.
You're dog shit. Clearly.
No
one plays the
remember
fucking
when I
Last of Us.
remember when I ran a circle around you?
You shut the fuck up.
Okay, Despair, you're
I'm fucking
trash.
ending it right now. Despair, if you want to stay and talk on the topics, please stay and we'll talk about the topics. If not, get the fuck out.
Exactly.
FC,
That's
if you're done with this topic, if you
I'm
want
gonna
continue,
move on.
get the fuck out then.
I'm out.
All right, be easy. Anyway, so moving on. Just real quick, I just want to talk about the Xbox winning the June's MPD, which is a shock for a lot of people. And a lot of people, I guess, it was June. It was June. It was last month. Oh,
they
shit.
did win June. What I'm saying is August.
It's August now. But yeah, because we never covered it. I just wanted to talk about it real quick about how it somehow won in, I guess, it was in dollar sales, right? The Switch won in hardware sales, but the Xbox won in dollar sales. And how, at least if you're looking back in the Xbox One era, like you would probably think that would never happen again. Some were saying they could be because of the hardware issues, which could play a case. It's just interesting to me that is a thing. I mean, who here would have thought differently? Dante looks like he's not impressed at all.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get over that fucking pissing contest. My apologies.
You're good,
For both of you.
Now, my bad, man. He's just salty. It is what it is. Take care like a man. Anyway, go ahead. Dante, go, bitch.
Anyway, I'm not surprised. I mean, as far as like console sales, if they've been winning in dollars, like that makes sense because Xbox clearly had a lot of these in stock, so they could clearly reach a certain level of demand due to COVID. So that doesn't surprise me, given the fact that they've also got the access to the Microsoft pipeline, as it were. So again, that doesn't surprise me. They've also been doing their damnedest, like absolute damn near to the point of bending over backwards to the point where they can shove their own heads up their own asses, trying to make up for the Xbox One. Yeah. Like we got games, we got power, we got everything that you want. Go play Xbox, and Game Pass also helps a lot. So no, it does not surprise me that they're winning in dollars, because it also wouldn't surprise me if, it would not surprise me if, and I'm not saying, and I'm not cutting corners per se, but if they're using cheaper materials and such to kind of make the console so it can make more profit. Does that make sense? I'm not using that in a disparaging way. I'm talking like they're putting the components together in a and we lost two fucking people. We lost Kofi and we lost Zero.
Kofi's AFK.
Yeah.
This isn't a reflection of profit. It's just dollar sales.
Yeah. But
that would be then that would equate to hardware sales then if we're talking dollar sales, because you got to kind of say profit.
But you're saying cheaper components that would factor into profit, not dollar sales.
That's true.
But that would still lead to dollar sales in the side of profit. But my end point is, I'm not surprised. Like I'm genuinely not surprised. We've heard less about the shortages of Xbox Series X's and S's than we have PlayStation 5s on both fronts. They clearly had the demand. They clearly had the stock to be able to supply that demand to a certain degree during COVID. So no, it does not surprise me.
Fair enough, man. Fair. What's your take on this, man?
My take on it is my first take on it when I saw it a couple months ago was the impact of having a strong show and what that does.
E3 helped a lot.
Sales.
Yeah, E3 helped a lot
because we saw a lot of people after Xbox had its show, and after E3 was a disappointment.
Except for others. Yeah,
yeah.
Only two.
Like Nintendo and I like Nintendo. I like Ubisoft, and I like the Xbox.
Okay, I'll give it. Okay, 3.5. 3.5.
And I like
Devolver. I love Devolver. For me, it was Devolver.
Devolver always has a good show, though.
Devolver's always had a fucking side-splitting show, but no, like Devolver. But if we're talking about who had wins, like as an overall, it was disappointing. But the ones who had the best shows were Devolver, Nintendo, Xbox, and half of Ubisoft until they went right off the fucking deep end at the end. What the fuck? Why? Who cares about that?
The point that I was getting at is that we saw after that we saw a lot of Sony people saying, "Oh, hey, they should just get rid of E3." Like, it doesn't have any impact. And then you have this NPD come out, and it shows that it does have an impact.
Okay, right. Can I just interject on that point specifically? I do agree that E3 has no impact in the sense that this was, in a sense, not your typical E3, and this was more of like in the same amount of time everybody decided to put on shows, if that makes sense, because they were all pre-recorded. There was no bullshit. There was no fuck ups on stage. Maybe there was fuck ups in the live streams, but like they were heavily produced, heavily edited, pre-recorded shows, and I doubt any of them were live at all. So really,
I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
But I do think there is a strong argument.
But Xbox had a great show.
Oh, obviously.
It correlated in them having the month that they had.
But I would argue just on that point, if Xbox had that, if in a vacuum, let's just use this in a vacuum. If Xbox had their show at that time, they were the only ones having that kind of show. Then I still feel like it would have had the same impact as it did.
Interesting. Could be.
I don't, because to me, like I said, I do subscribe to the idea that E3 doesn't have the same punch it does. We're all looking at these shows through the lens of
that the show itself doesn't have the same impact that it does. But you having a great show, whether you decide
definitely helps.
No. I'm not arguing the point of the show being bad or good. I'm arguing the fact that even without even without E3, that show still would have been great and had the impact that it had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, last year, PlayStation and Nintendo, and Xbox, they had their own events because E3 wasn't a thing. And, those shows were impactful. A lot of people bought PlayStations on the promise of Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo, Spider-Man, God of War, all coming out this year and being exclusive to the PlayStation 5. So that show had an impact. And just like this year, Xbox had their show, it had an impact. If Sony does a show this month or
and the Bethesda factor
they
too,
feel like it will have an impact. So these shows do have an impact, and I think it's more impactful when everyone does it the same weekend because it gives it a more competitive feel.
Yeah.
Like if Sony does a show this month, it will be impactful, but it won't be like who had the better weekend. It won't be a competitive thing. It'll just be, Sony had their show, Xbox had their show a couple months ago. Yeah, but I think the show had a direct impact on Xbox's June NPD, especially considering that they have yet to release a quote-unquote new first-party title for the Xbox Series X, because while it's new to the Xbox Series X, Flight Simulator and Gears Tactics have been out for a period of time on PC before coming to its main platform.
And I will I will also say this: if you have a Series X and you like strategy games and they have keyboard, and I only say this because it will be a more comfortable experience because it's not a RTS, it's a turn-based strategy game. If they allow keyboard and mouse support and you have a Series X, I would recommend buying Gears Tactics because it is a good game.
Yeah. Well, you could use the controller too. It still works pretty well.
No. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. But I'm just saying, for me personally, for something like that, for games like that, for XCOM, I feel keyboard and mouse is better because you have more fluid movement across the board than having to go across tiles so fucking easy.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I prefer keyboard and mouse as well, but I'm just saying for those who are maybe skeptical, because there's some people who will never want to buy a peripheral. It's still controller friendly in the sense that you could play with controller and not have any issues. It's just not.
It's one of the best. It was one of the. It's one of the best things. It's turn-based strategy games are easier translated onto controller than say an RTS like Halo Wars or Command and Conquer.
Yeah, it's not as good. That's true. All right. And I think I just want to add a little bit, Farrell. I think the Bethesda factor, like I was mentioning, had a big say because on that show they kind of stamped home the exclusive factor.
Exclusivity.
Exclusivity factor.
I think that had a big impact, but I also think what had an impact is that 27 out of 30 games were confirmed for Game Pass. So almost everything that they showed is going to be in their premier service.
Yeah,
that they offer to their consumer.
True,
but that goes to what I was saying when I said that Xbox has been damn near bending over backwards so goddamn far to make their audience happy. The audience wants to know we got games. Fuck, we'll show them we've got games, even if they're like a year and a half out. We'll show them we've got games.
Fair enough, man.
I think to the casual gamer, it really hit. I feel like to the hardcore gamer, it hit. And especially with Satya coming out 2 days before and saying that Microsoft's all in on Xbox and we're gonna be investing a lot more money and doing a lot more with the platform. So I think all of that. I think that whole week, was very powerful for Xbox, and I think that's why we saw what we saw for them in June. And it'll be interesting to see what happens as these exclusives start dropping over these next couple weeks.
See, for me, this is just a thought experiment. This isn't me trying to diminish anything. Again, given the panel and given the audience, I need to preference this. I do. As impossible as it is to know, I'd love to be able to have a crystal ball to find out what percentage of those people who bought them in June already owned a PlayStation 5. Do you know what I mean? And that the people who want to own both consoles. Because at this point, realistically, if we think about it, we're entering a goddamn age where at this point you're gonna have to own both consoles, otherwise you're missing out on a lot of games.
And I echo that point
I don't necessarily believe that because not everyone is a first party gamer.
Yeah, true, but
there
are a lot of people that are just like Call of Duty, NBA 2K.
You say that, but then again, I have to bring up the fact that now we kind of got to look to a future where Fallout's going to be exclusive.
Exactly.
Elder Scrolls is
the
going to be
Bethesda
exclusive.
fact is massive.
Doom is going to be exclusive.
Where even casuals
going to be exclusive.
No, it's not.
People who are into those.
Feral. It's like you're saying. The Call of Duty, like RPG fans and stuff like that, who are used to playing those type of games, even shooters / RPG with Fallout. That's in the millions of people. You know what I mean? They sells a lot. It's what you would say. It's clearly $1 billion franchise.
Like that, I think games like that can easily have a 20-30 million swing in sales.
Right. I'm not even talking about sales. I'm talking about the impact that those games in the franchise had on the consumer when they realized.
And also in gaming culture, because honestly, this is something that has rattled around in my brain that all of these acquisitions is going to cause a massive stir in the gaming culture where, and it's also more of a wish on my part that this causes kind of a stir in the gaming community where we start seeing more people abandon loyalties and purchase both consoles, because again, both sides are going to have reasons for purchase. PlayStation is going to have these, and obviously given the acquisitions that Microsoft has, they're not going to have a monopoly on it, but they're going to have these quality single-player experiences that will last you upwards to like fucking 20 to 30 hours or more, and they're also possibly still going to have the Japanese RPG market. Let's not talk in hypotheticals. Let's talk about the here and now. They still have a hold on the Japanese RPG market, so they've got that. But then you've got the other side where they've got the acquisition on Western first-person shooters and Western RPGs.
Yep, online.
So it almost seems like we might see a general shift of the gaming culture where people finally fucking abandon this tribalistic bullshit and buy both consoles and just enjoy them for the games that they have.
The two videos that I posted in the group chat, I just posted because it was random. I like to hear different opinions that's outside of our community that you see, and I don't think they even have a Twitter following. And these are both PlayStation gamers. And the last one I posted, it's like basically Dante's Alter American Ego. You should check it out because he reminds me of you. He reminds me of you when he's speaking. And he's a PlayStation fan, and he mentioned a lot of things like, Xbox is doing all this goodwill, but the things that, like, one, he's pissed off at PlayStation nickel and diming him, which it is what it is. And second, he's like, he's future-proofing himself because he's the Bethesda games. He's literally that's a lot of games that he will not be able to play on his PlayStation, and that's a lot of people are in that same category. You know what I mean? Like that could happen to anything. If say for instance, if the reverse were to happen and Square Enix was no longer on one of a person's platform, say it's no longer on PlayStation's platform, you don't think Omar's gonna get an Xbox? If that were the case, I'm not saying it is, but I mean, you're forced to.
I think he'd rather take a bullet.
No,
almost one of those people. I'd still hold strong that he'd take a bullet.
People say that, but when truth comes to it, it's like deep down, you're a gamer at heart. Like before all this, like what do you like to do? You like to play games, and you have your type. You'll eventually bend the knee and do it. We've already seen like some of the wild ones on our own gaming circle do it. AP got an Xbox. Woolly Gamer has an Xbox. Salty's Gaming has an Xbox. Like they're gonna bend the knee, even though they said they would never do it. And eventually, we'll see.
Woolly doesn't. Woolly doesn't have an Xbox.
Woolly has a PC. Sorry.
But, yeah, but a PC.
But he's playing Xbox.
Same difference though. Same difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's going to be giving his money to Microsoft.
The point I'm making is he's invested into the ecosystem, regardless if you're on PC or whatever. Like
even if he doesn't buy go into the ecosystem, because I feel like that word is thrown around a lot with very little context. Even because when people say ecosystem, they're thinking, oh, Game Pass, that's the ecosystem. No, because the ecosystem of Xbox is not just Game Pass, but the studios they own. So if you buy games from a Microsoft-owned studio, you're feeding into the ecosystem.
Yeah, like Wooly's one of Wooly's best, like his games that he loves a lot, and he's a big-time PlayStation is Halo. So that's you can't get into more Microsoft than fucking Halo. But the point I'm trying to make is that like I've been echoing this to Kofi. This reminds me a lot of the PlayStation 360 era. They used to say PS 360, right? Meaning you're getting a PlayStation in a 360, and usually the Switch is the little brother. Or not the Switch. What was it called back then? The Wii, right? That's usually the household. You have a PlayStation and a 360.
You bought it was the PlayStation 360. The family bought the Wii.
Right, exactly, true. The grandmother would have it. But the point being is like, and during that era, you'd had both because of the games you missed. Even the casuals would have the other console. So like Pharaoh, I disagree with you saying that that's not a thing. I think the people who are buying it they might not be a true hardcore gamer, but they see games like Fallout like, wait, I played this on my PS3 and I can't play it anymore because Bethesda's been bought by Microsoft. That's a big deal. Even if they don't know who the studio is, they know what Fallout is. They know what Elder Scrolls is. So
they know what Doom is. I mean,
Doom, yeah, exactly. Doom
shattered all of its fucking records.
Exactly.
I think in this generation, I think the one thing that's gonna kind of be the killer, to me, it's always the things that you don't expect to be the killer ends up being the killer. I think the biggest thing that's going to be the killer for PlayStation is how hard they're fighting crossplay. If you can crossplay with everyone else, but Sony continues to be like the staunch, oh no, we're not doing it.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people will, go get Xbox Series S or
Dante's
PC
American
or,
cousin said that exact same point. Like the crossplay thing is.
I agree with my alternate universe counterpart at that point. Then for in my opinion, with crossplay, Sony PlayStation are playing Russian roulette with a fucking 500 Magnum at that point, because that is going to fucking kill them. Because I will turn around and say this: my own Discord, just as a test bench for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just as like a test bench, a lot of people on my Discord, they don't. Many of them don't have PCs. They have PlayStation 5s or PlayStation 4s and such.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the games that get voted on, a majority of the time, and the ones that get requested to play are cross-play games.
Mm.
And I individual them because I have two sections, and you guys are in my Discord. You can go and check in the polls. I divide them out. These are the games that don't have crossplay. These are the games that do have crossplay. And the majority of the games that I get asked to play: Call of Duty Zombies, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Rocket League even gets in there. Dead by Daylight even gets in there. Gears of War and Among Us. A lot of those do. Fucking nobody votes for fucking... And this is kind of like a thing, but even Minecraft even gets called out because that does have crossplay. I need to buy the crossplay version, but I could get that. Nobody barely fucking votes for Grand Theft Auto Online. Nobody fucking votes for Battlefield. Nobody votes for Resident Evil Resistance. Nobody votes for PlanetSide 2, and that does have an essence of crossplay, but it's mainly a PC sphere now. Nobody votes for Gary's Mod. No, like the only true staunch PC games that ever get voted on where it's locked out is Killing Floor 2 and Rainbow Six Siege, and even Rainbow Six Siege will be getting crossplay.
Yeah.
So the fact that...
So Pharaoh, wait, you were listing some games that don't have crossplay? What, like Ubisoft games that Sony has blocked for crossplay?
I didn't list any. That was Dante listing everything.
No, I was listing...
You didn't say anything that wasn't... Yeah.
No,
Pharaoh's saying that is going to be a problem for PlayStation if they continuously block crossplay. That is going to be an issue for them. And you're going to see, if they even fucking attempt it, you are going to see this problem when the new Battlefront it comes out.
And an example is the Gearbox situation. You know what I mean? Like if you have Borderlands, when Omar loves it, and if I had it, I would not be able to crossplay with him because Gearbox told Sony to fuck off.
I agree with Borderlands.
So it's like you forcing a publisher to pay extra
because Sony feels
for
like
crossplay
when that more
exactly, and they're like, no, fuck
crossplay.
You. So that's I don't know. And then shout out to Joseph Pecan. He said the fact that Guilty Gear Strive isn't crossplay with PC really pisses me off. That's less players I could play online, and
that's very true.
That's true. That's the point.
I have bought this up before,
and he's a PlayStation gamer.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
Here's the thing.
I think that's
what have I said in the past? What have I also said in the past? Crossplay extends the life of video games.
Yeah, especially fighting games.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a PlayStation issue. I think for that one, that's an Arc System Works. They need to work on the PC version issue.
Yeah,
maybe. But I mean,
but
like,
if you gotta do crossplay, you still have to pay, right? Or is that only with crossplay with Xbox?
I mean, but we've seen based on the Fortnite lawsuit that it is a Sony problem.
Yep. In most cases, like I agree with Kofi, like the whole Arc System Works thing. I mean, their netcode is kind of shit, in a lot of cases. So I can understand there not being that full PC cross, because Fighters isn't even crossplay. So
right,
I definitely understand this.
Wait, hold up. Sorry, I was just very curious. Crossplay is coming to Guilty Gear Strive, possibly
it's
soon.
coming.
Guilty Gear Strive plays
it wasn't there at launch.
Okay, well that's good then. Been. And it's Guilty Gear Strive is only on the PlayStation and PC, right? So it's not on Xbox.
PlayStation,
PS4, PS5,
PC.
All right, so they'll probably enable that. I wonder if it's strictly just no crossplay with the consoles, right? Or it's just
Here's the thing. This is what I don't understand. Okay, so this is gonna be controversial. I predominantly place this at console players' feet because of the whole. And honestly, I also place this at Activision's fucking feet as well for being inept bastards. Okay, you're seeing a lot of pushback against crossplay from console players because of Warzone, because of the fragrant cheating in it. Which also, by the way, to everybody who fucking taught me shit, I can finally throw this back in your face saying that
have
it's
modding and cheaters too.
Console does, because Activision recently had to fucking severely nuke a fucking cheat engine that would have been very fucking easy to put on console.
Consoles always had cheats, though. If you ever played Halo,
That's my point. But no, I know, but that's to everybody turn around and saying console doesn't have many cheaters and it's near impossible. Bullshit. Activision had to literally fucking nuke the site from orbit just to be sure it didn't get out.
Hold on. Didn't a bunch of PlayStation players just get like banned in Apex for like doing some fuck shit, like some kind of exploit?
I believe so. I'll have to check into that.
Yeah, like you could absolutely cheat on console, bro. Like the whole PC cheats argument is dumb. You just think it's harder.
That has always been that. But that's the thing. Because of Activision, there is now this fucking stigma that, and I don't mind the implementation of being able to select who you want to crossplay with, because Battlefield's going to have it. You don't want to crossplay with PC players, that's fine. You don't want to crossplay with Xbox players. I think you can only split between the two. But I'm fine with that. If you don't want to, you don't want to. I'm fine with that. But the problem is there's now this stigma because Activision refuses, like blatantly, outright fucking refuses to create a fucking anti-cheat. There's now this stigma that crossplay inherently brings cheaters.
Yeah, that's
and it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
It
really shouldn't.
That's stupid. But
because just to give credence to what I'm fucking saying, the ex voice actor for Ghost, Jeff Leach, if anybody who's familiar, he got fired for bullshit, which is hilarious because now Activision Blizzard is being fucked for even worse than what he got fired for. But anyway, yeah, he streams Warzone and he is constantly fucking ranting and I want to say pissing and moaning, but he is just blasting Activision constantly because they just do not have an anti-cheat. And if anybody...
That's lazy.
If anybody has an insight or an inside on Activision's process of that, it would be the fucking voice actor that they have or they had for one of their fucking premier characters, Ghost.
Yeah, I still don't understand. I know. I assume it costs money to have an anti-cheat, but like that should be common practice in any.
That's part of the cost of doing business. That should
exactly same with dedicated servers. Like you just
FC. This is me dropping a droplet in a fucking ocean. That's what it would be for Activision, and I'm not kidding.
Exactly. And Ubisoft it's similar when it comes to like their lack of use of dedicated servers with For Honor when they got shitted on. I'm like, Ubisoft, you make so much money, you're gonna make a fighting game and go half-assed and do peer-to-peer. What's wrong with you?
I believe
it's dedicated now, but it took a long fucking time.
I believe DICE is actually going to be launching with dedicated servers because I believe they always have.
Let's hope.
No, I think they've always had dedicated. But I'm just saying,
I know they did in Battlefield 4.
It's just common fucking sense. But anyway, let's shift gears and I'm gonna go to my PlayStation counterparts here in Zero. PlayStation Holiday 2021. We just talked about Xbox winning NPD, and you can chime in if you haven't had your say in that. I know Juba, you haven't. You can definitely just chime in. And they did that without any real, I guess, Xbox exclusives or console exclusives that
they did it with no games.
Basically. And it's more, and I think the theory that we have behind it is mainly because of such a strong June showing and Game Pass and Bethesda, and now you're seeing the games come out, Death's Door and all those games like that. The Ascent, which didn't review critically well, but I hear a lot of good things about it, and unfortunately,
it's great.
I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna play it tonight or if tomorrow. Hopefully, you can link up.
Yo, hop on. I was playing that earlier. Yeah,
I hear that you don't save your process though. Is that true? Like if I join someone else,
I I haven't gotten that deep. I know some of these side quests out the gate are some garbage.
Okay,
but
but I hope that's not the case.
Let me
That's
explain.
fucking trash.
If you are, so I did look into this because I was very curious about this myself. So no, it does not save. I believe it only saves client side.
Okay. All right. That's stupid. But hey, whatever. I can help you out, Juba. It's good. Yeah. So with the 2021 holiday coming about, and a lot of the apparently big games coming for PlayStation have been delayed again. Their holiday's looking kind of sparse in comparison. I'm gonna go to my guy Omar. What's your take behind that, man? Launching in the prime time of a console. Do you have any concerns about that, or anything to add?
So
wait, before Omar goes, I'm always the fact-checking guy, you know this. Yes, unfortunately, only the host's progress will be saved when playing multiplayer.
I mean, like, is that progress period, like leveling and shit, or is it just story progress?
I think that might be story.
I believe leveling is saved.
Okay, as long as leveling is saved, as long as leveling saved, I don't care too much about
it. Does just say only host progress. So
yeah, that's story.
Being as vague as that is, that could mean leveling as well.
I mean, is that?
I hope not.
Maybe. Well, we'll test it. Like I'm said, I'm not super far, but it's fun so far.
We could test it out. We could test it out. All right, go ahead, Omar.
Okay, so first off, we have yet for PlayStation to confirm the Horizon delay.
Yes.
If it's true, then so be it. But at the same,
let it go. Let it go.
but at the same time, did you guys not just hear what Kofi just talked about? Like September is crazy. October is gonna be crazy. November, I don't know about that.
I said holiday.
Yes, there are so many games to play. You're not gonna be able to finish every single game at that point. If it's genuinely Horizon Forbidden West delayed, so be it. I would rather for it to be delayed than to come out broken and unfinished.
True.
I have absolutely no issue with companies delaying games. Heck, I prefer them to delay games over releasing games unfinished.
So, yeah, that is definitely the PR response. But when I say holiday, I think holiday normally, what is it, from November to December?
Usually like mid-October
or late October.
Holiday shopping starts late October to early December.
I would say mid-October.
That's the holiday shopping.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you think, Dante? What about where you are?
That's a good point.
Oh, you mean as far as shopping?
No, the holiday. Like, what's holiday in UK?
Boxing Day.
Holidays. Funny enough,
bank holidays.
Most of my circle and the people I know don't really consider holidays until like the start or end of till like the mid-end of November. But if we're gonna talk. When it's like logistically, as far as like people going out and buying shit.
That's interesting. So is that similar to you?
I do apologize.
No, you're good.
But no, like I would also turn around and say, but as far as like people going out and shopping for the holidays, I would say that starts around early to mid-October instead.
Yeah. So that's roughly about the same.
We're around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Omar's like has no concern about that at all. That's fair. I mean, Kofi, what about you? Just looking.
I'm watching does that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, okay. So I want you to do a process of you individually, which I'm sure you don't, but then objectively looking at it from just critiquing of the PlayStation brand, like we always do, right? Obviously, as a person, you might not have an issue with it, but with the PlayStation brand behind it as well.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from, and I'll say two pieces. I've always compared consoles to themselves, and I think PlayStation this year has outdone themselves from a first-party perspective better than any prior console. I know that the PS2 technically had more games, but it was a ton of third-party support. I honestly don't even know what first-party game came out at launch. Maybe it was like Studio Japan or something like that.
Hold up, I will check.
Okay, Dante will verify that. They had like 17 games at launch, I think, which is great.
They had a lot of games though to play throughout the year.
But to come into the holiday season after launching with Miles Morales technically available on PlayStation 5, it does kind of come across as not the hypest way to end out your first calendar year. I mean, let's be honest here. If the game is delayed, which it is not confirmed, I think, to be honest, with games like Battlefield and Call of Duty coming out, and the fact that I'm expecting PlayStation 5s will be somewhat available, still in limited supply, I expected it to be great numbers. I still expect it to be larger than Xbox. But if Horizon does come out, let's say Horizon comes out like, I don't know, October something, that's the difference between PlayStation selling great and, wow, this is going to be a super intense couple of months. And I'm talking about even beyond Christmas Day into January if Horizon was already released. Because, well, actually, no, Horizon came out in January 2017, I believe. Was it January or was it March?
March.
No, it was March.
Spring,
It was March.
Spring, yeah.
Breath of the Wild. I get punched in the dick by Breath of the Wild, yo.
Breath of the Wild, I remember.
Right,
Yeah,
so-
that was crazy.
Right. So, I found a list. The launch games that launched on the 26th of October 2000 for the PlayStation in North America. In the end, there was a grand total of 29 games.
Jeez.
Oh, was it? Dang, it's crazy.
These are what launched. You can tell me if they were. You tell me if they were third party or not. So Armored Core 2, Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore, Dynasty Warriors 2, ESPN International Track and Field, ESPN X Games Snowboarding, Eternal Ring, Evergrace, Fantavision, Gun Griffin Blaze, Kessen, Madden NFL 2001, Midnight Club, MotoGP, NHL 2001, Orphan, Cue Ball Billiards Master, Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2, Ridge Racer 5, Silent Scope, Smuggler's Run, SSX, Street Fighter EX3, Summoner, Swing Away, Tekken Tag Tournament, Time Splitters, Unreal Tournament, Wild Wild Racing, and X Squad. Those were the ones that launched with the PlayStation.
Don't think any of those for first party. There might be one in there. I couldn't even tell you which one it was. What kind of jumped off at me?
PlayStation doesn't own Ridge Racer? Like, really? That's not their thing?
Oh, did you say that? I didn't hear that.
Was that Konami?
Yeah,
No,
he said
right? Because they get so many free exclusives, as I call it.
Hold on, wait.
They get so many free exclusives.
No, it doesn't. Ridge Race is owned by Namco. Or was owned by Namco at the time.
The one thing that jumped off at me is...
generation, but yeah.
They also had Grand Theft Auto. Didn't that launch
But
that year?
again,
to bring it back to my...
Sorry, I was about to say, you also need to add the caveat. That was the North American release. It had already been out in Japan for a while before then, so they've already had a games library building up. Where if you look at the PlayStation 5, even the PlayStation 4 now, they released damn near worldwide at the exact same fucking time, and they have been since the PlayStation 3 launched first in Japan.
Yep,
didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, so since
yeah.
the PlayStation 4, they didn't start worldwide releases at the same time until the PlayStation 4.
And even in the PlayStation 4 gen, there were a couple of exclusives only in Japan. So, and even now, I mean, there's still like sneaky releases that come out. For example, PS4 had, well, it launched on PS3 as well, but neither were available in the US. Yakuza Ishin, which was like a spin-off where Kiryu was a samurai. That game, I think, is still not localized, correct? So that's crazy. Okay, so way back to what I was saying. This reminds me, I hate comparing this generation to PS3 versus Xbox, but I will make this comparison.
I've been telling you guys don't. You don't want to listen to me.
It's looking like that.
You know what? Nobody wants to listen to me. I called this shit.
To me, the comparison, there
similar.
are so many differences. Like, for example, to me, PlayStation was severely behind. For example, financially, they were in the red. They were selling at a much greater loss. They had their studios were not performing nearly as well as now. There's so many things. Like, if I'm talking about comparing PlayStation to itself, I don't care about talking about Xbox right now. But the thing I think that jumps out at me now. Oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Well, one thing I just want to say. So in 2009, God of War 3 was supposed to release holiday season, and it didn't make it. It came out in March 2010. And I remember a lot of people who, that was when the PlayStation was just starting to get its bearings. Uncharted 2 had just come out. Uncharted 2 was obviously a big hit, but for God of War not to also make that holiday season, I remember it being a disappointment. Fortunately, the trend that PlayStation went on after 2009 was pretty darn good, to the end of the gen. So we're just hoping that. But I will admit, a big hitter like Halo, let's say Halo is awesome and amazing.
It's the only one.
I have
and all that news cycle.
There's
come on.
Yeah.
Exactly. PlayStation wants an IP to stand with it. Obviously, they want Horizon to do it, but they also want Horizon to be great.
Right.
And the reputation matters more, right? Not having a game this holiday is less than that game being bad.
Yep. Okay.
In my opinion.
Fair enough. Okay.
Hey, can I just break something down for you guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Kofi, you said this was the strongest launch they've had since the PlayStation 2, right?
First party.
Okay, first party.
In a calendar year, yeah.
So, hold on, let me have a quick look. Oh, in a calendar year, because I was about to turn around and say, if we're talking, because I was just about to say, if we are talking, like, first part, if we're just talking, like, at launch, it's actually the weakest they've ever had.
You're saying... Well, I guess I'm taking
launch.
things into consideration, like Metacritic scores and things like this, too.
Because what I'm saying is, like, as games launched, the PlayStation only had 11 games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Astral Playlist, Demon's Souls. So, clearly they're talking about launch window here, so, because Demon's Souls didn't come out until a little later. Destruction All-Stars, Dirt 5, DMC 5 Special Edition, Godfall, Madden NFL 21, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sackboy The Big Adventure, and Watch Dogs Legion. They only had 11 games. The only one close to this was the PlayStation 1, and that launched with 12 games.
Yeah.
You're
including third party. I guess I was thinking, like, favorably looked upon first-party titles available within 12 months of launch. Like, comparing to PS3, they had some games, right? Like,
okay, so the PlayStation 3, because I've actually got the full comparative list of every launch for the PlayStations, every single one. PlayStation 3 had Blast Factor, Call of Duty 3, Genshin Days of the Blade, Madden NFL 07, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, NBA 07, NBA 2K7. I don't know why they're two separate ones. Need for Speed Carbon, Resistance Fall of Man, Ridge Racer 7, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 07, and Untold Legends Dark Kingdom.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
but the first party is so much better. It's just so much better generating news, having good reviews, these things.
All right. I mean,
looking at this, because like because I don't think the PlayStation 1 launched with any first-party games, because it wasn't even until later after its launch that Devil May Cry, and these ain't even first-party games, that Devil May Cry or Metal Gear Solid 2 even came out. But looking at the list, he's not wrong, actually. He's not wrong, because the PlayStation, just to give comparison's sake, PlayStation 1 launched with Air Combat, Battle Arena,
Shinden?
Oh,
such a good game!
I'm glad I could tickle your nostalgia bone. ESPN Extreme Sports, Killek the DNA I can't. Yeah, I'll put this in fucking chat. I'm not reading that out and butchering it. Fuck that. NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Power Serve, 3D Tennis, The Raiden Project, Rayman, Ridge Racer, Street Fighter the movie.
Oh wow.
Total Eclipse Turbo and Zero Divide. But just to add, because I've already done the PlayStation 2 ones, the PlayStation 3 had PlayStation 4 had Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Battlefield 4. Shit. Yeah, hold on. Blacklight Retribution, Call of Duty Ghosts, Contrast, which is a good indie game, DC Universe Online, which was a revamped version of the MMO that was on the PlayStation 3, FIFA 14, Flower, Injustice, Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition, Just Dance 2014, Killzone Shadowfall, Knack, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Madden NFL 25, NBA 2K14, Need for Speed Rivals, Rezo Gun, Sound Shapes, Super Motherload, Trying to Complete Story, and Warframe. So, as just to illustrate, I'm only doing this to illustrate Kofi's point and harden it. He's not wrong. This did have a better launch of first-party games, more recognized first-party games. Unfortunately, Kofi, I can only name 2 of them, and that's Demon's Souls and Miles Morales. Because Destruction. No, Astral Playroom. I do apologize. Astral Playroom
came with the game.
Has been. Yeah, that has been.
But again, I'm talking about even within the first 12 months, PlayStation's never been that good. Like they had games come out, right?
In history, they haven't. They usually start strong in the second and third year. But like I agree with Kofi. They start off.
No, I'm agreeing with Kofi. Like this, as the list is right now, this is the most first-party games I believe PlayStation has put out in the first year, at least exclusives, than any of their other consoles. Because I just read off the list. Because you have Astral Playroom, Demon's Souls, Destruction All Stars, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Sackboy. That's 5 titles they've got in the first year.
Fair enough, man. Let me go to my guy Jubei, man. What's your take on the PlayStation Holiday 2021 and I guess the recent surge of Xbox without games, and now they're coming into the season where their games are coming. Like they're coming like next month, this month, next month, month after that, month after that.
We promise they're coming.
No, they're already here. Well, they're here and they're coming as well. Yeah. Like I think looking at it, it's like it's a big difference.
I think if we see good Metacritic scores come out from the green side, that's going to do, huge things in regards to changing the narrative. It's not really going to affect sales much. Like PlayStation doesn't really need to launch Horizon to still sell. It's still going to fucking sell. Like there's nothing. They're not really going to miss out on money in that regard, just because of supply constraints. I'd say if all the stores are stocked and you can go buy one, that would be where I would see it happen. But because everybody's just trying to snap one up at this point, them not having that game there isn't going to do too much on their sales. Like it's still going to sell out. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm glad Kofi brought up his point, because I wasn't really looking at it like that. Like they want the praise and success for that game more than winning this holiday, because they already know they're going to sell their hardware. Like they're not worried about selling hardware. Like it's not going to be a thing where it's like, oh yeah, like nobody's buying PlayStation. Like no, it's still going to get snapped up. So
here's the problem as well. I think
go ahead.
We're too early for you to care about Metacritic scores, because I mean, if you say that, then it's just going to be immediately used against you. You need to wait until, and I've actually said this before as well, Xbox needs to truly hit the stride before you can start really zeroing in on, and I would say that stride does start with Halo Infinite. Like you can't use this early period. I'd say the stride hits with Halo Infinite onwards. Then I would say you should start worrying about Metacritic scores, because
it's gonna hit with Psychonauts, bro.
Thank you.
It's going to hit.
I'm gonna argue.
It's starting next month.
The problem is, here's the
Outriders and MLB The Show.
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about that. I'm just talking about Xbox Stride, and the thing is with Psychonauts, the problem you face with Psychonauts from the last I heard. They bought the IP, they bought the studio, everything like that. The game was already done.
No.
Okay, that doesn't matter. It's still going to say Xbox Game Studios when you boot that motherfucker up. So it counts.
Psychonauts got similar treatment.
I'm not calling it an exclusive.
Hold on.
But I'm just saying why I can't say.
I gotta add in, because Dante's saying that no. Okay, so Psychonauts got the same treatment Wasteland 3 got, where once it was bought, they added a lot more to the game. Before, Psychonauts didn't even have like. What thing Tim Schafer said that they could actually add bosses and a whole bunch of other stuff to it because of the money. Same with in Exile, where they're like, we could add voice acting and actually polish the graphics. and he mentioned talking about increasing his Metacritic score, and people gave him shit about it, and it did increase his Metacritic score. I think it scored what, an 84 or something like that.
Did it?
Yeah, so it did well. It did well, and it's a great game.
Wasteland 3 scored extremely well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it did.
No, wait. Come on, Psychonauts, right?
No, I'm giving a comparison.
He's trying to defend on the point.
Yeah, so it's just a comparison. Like, and then now Tim Schafer's game as well. He delayed it a couple times and using the money that he received to add to the game, just like how an Exile developer Brian Fargo did the exact same thing with Wasteland 3. So
yeah, because Wasteland got an 85 on PC,
which is a good score.
84 on Xbox, and a 79 on PlayStation 4.
Right, and you got to think like Psychonauts was an 88 when it first came out. The first one, it's an 88. Like they still have to live up to that. You still have to compare the second one to that.
Wait, did that game come out and get a Metacritic score yet? Psychonauts 2?
No, it comes out.
I'm talking about Psychonauts 1. Psychonauts 1 was damn near a 90.
Psychonauts 2 comes out next month.
Oh, it's not out. Oh, shoot.
It comes out it comes out this month, soon.
Okay.
Oh, this month. Oh, shit, it was this month.
I thought it was out in the last month.
Psychonauts is an 88.
Yeah, this month.
Psychonauts is an 88. But my point is that Psychonauts 2, like, I got my personal issues with... I've got my issues with Tim Schafer, and a lot of people do. I got my issues with Tim Schafer, and I honestly think he can't handle financials, or at least his company can't, to save their fucking life, because the amount of shit that they've been in with so many of their games, Psychonauts being one, Brutal Legend being another. But my point is you, even though they're adding some things, about 85, I'll be generous and say 80% of the game was done anyway.
Yeah, okay, I can give you that, but just
like 80% of the game was already done. So if they released that, it's still it would have gotten, maybe you knock off like a couple of score points, but I still feel it would have hit around what the original Psychonauts did. Because again, the original Psychonauts got an 88, and I feel like Psychonauts 2 would have got that regardless. And it's I'm not disputing that it's high. And Psychonauts 2 getting 88 being predominantly crowdfunded, is also that, because again, a lot of this money came from the crowdfunding of a lot of people. Yeah. Like, not just Microsoft. But my point stands is because of the backstory of everything. And I'd say the same thing about PlayStation. I'd say the same thing about everything. Okay? I can't say that Xbox is going to hit their stride with a game they didn't have that much impact in. That's why I'm saying with something like Halo, that's when you can start really staring at the Metacritic, because that is something that is theirs. That's their baby. That's something on them. It's like Starfield, and I'd say the same thing about Starfield, because even though Starfield was in like the eternal ether of some guy's mind in Bethesda, and they were starting jotting down ideas, Microsoft is going to be behind that game damn near from the very fucking beginning, to the point where it is their game. Which is why I'm saying...
I would say from the beginning, the game comes out next year.
But they've been
in development for years prior to the purchase.
Not as much development as you think, because they even turned around and said they didn't start... they didn't even start full development until... I think... Hold on, actually, like, they actually talked about this, because
you gotta remember, though, the purchase... The acquisition happens years in advance too. So even though we knew about it today or this year or whatever, that was going down a few years ago.
Paperwork had to go through. They needed, because I believe in the States you have to prove also you're not antitrust. You have to prove you're not attempting. So like they've pretty much had Microsoft backing from the very fucking beginning on this, which is kind of my point. Which is why I'm saying, if you want to start looking at Metacritic scores, I would say start with Halo Infinite. That's their baby. That's when I would say the marathon begins.
Fair enough, man. Jube, anything else? And I'm gonna get Reggie's take. What?
Go ahead. It's alright.
Jube.
I'll finish with like I think it's gonna hurt, the people that are in the know. Like the everyday user isn't checking for Horizon. They're still gonna go buy Battlefield. They're gonna buy the games they constantly buy, even if it's not necessarily exclusive. Like those people that buy FIFA and Madden and shit all year.
So you're similar with Pharaoh in this then, because that's what he said.
Like they're still gonna buy their game.
I haven't saying this one yet.
Yeah, he hasn't had a
Yeah,
say
okay,
in this
my
yet. Like, I'm just saying they're still gonna buy their game. So, it's. I mean, it doesn't look great, but I think that it's not really gonna matter as long as Horizon comes out and scores how it's supposed to. So
Fair
it's not gonna mess with their sales numbers at all. Not this year. If they, if something like this happens again, like next year, I mean, now we got to start wondering like what's going on at that point. But
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
so Starfield, I'm just looking at this according to Tom Howard himself. Starfield has been a thing on paper for 5 to 6 years. Like 5-6 years ago. They didn't start development until 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, which is about right. All right.
Yeah.
Reggie, man, what's your take on this topic, man?
Don't talk out my ass.
I don't forgot what the topic is. What are we talking about?
Talking about, like, I guess just the PS Holiday 2021 and how rumored to be pretty much the games that's supposed to launch during that time period is delayed, and I guess the impact behind that. Oh, if there is any.
I don't think we should really be surprised. Again, like Farrah and I were saying this a while back. It's rare that any generation launches with a pretty superior year. And like it was great thinking to think that God of War and Horizon and Spider-Man and all that type was going to release in the same year, but I never had faith in it. I
can't get around the mindset that people thought God of War was coming out this year.
I knew that was
really can't get around. I've been saying it wasn't anyway. Horizon Zero Dawn, I at least gave like the benefit of the doubt, considering they're basically reusing a couple of things, but also like it's on the PlayStation 4. But like you were. I want to know how big that amount of cocaine you were sniffing if you thought God of War was coming out this fucking year.
Fair enough.
They couldn't even show you a picture of the damn game.
Of course, because done.
But again, that's where that was kind of my thing when I turned around and started asking, where did all of this fucking news come from that God of War's coming out this year?
Because I
think it was just wishful thinking because they
said it. They put a graphic up and they said
Holiday 2021. So
hold on. When was this? I need to look. I need to fact check.
This was at their show. This is when they revealed the PlayStation 5.
Pretty sure they said that, but you can double check.
Yeah, it was in their reveal show.
So, well, here's the thing. I think it's 50-50. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like they never said the window at all. But to everybody's point, who says they did, I don't think they did. But maybe you can prove me wrong. But what I do remember is, go ahead, do it. Don't do it. Give me a second. They then apologized for not releasing it this year. So at the same time, it was like everybody is assumed, yes, this game is coming out.
No. What happened is
right here,
they showed a teaser, and at the end of the teaser, they put out the graphics 21.
2021,
so,
right here.
Yeah. So they created
absolutely. Hold on, absolutely right. They did the circle, the blue circle. Ragnarok next, coming soon, 2021.
Yeah, that was them.
Yep, that was them. Santa Monica Studios. It was. Yeah,
that's on PlayStation, or rather, Santa Monica.
That's on both. They own Santa Monica.
Of course, it's Sony. I mean, they have the say on this. But Reg, real quick, man, finish your point, man. We got short on time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean, I agree with you, but I don't think this is necessarily going to hurt anything. Like they've still got a long way to go. With a lot of games people are still looking forward to. Like, I'm assuming that Factions or whatever will be coming out for Last of Us sometime next year. There is still, I guess, the next Uncharted that they'll probably be working on, either next or like the remake, so that's still coming. As well as a whole host of things like we don't know. Kenna drops, but I think people are going to be kind of done with Kenna very quickly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're going to be done with that in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, same with Ratchet and Clank, right? Like nobody's talking about Ratchet and Clank anymore.
That game took me 3 days to beat.
Womp. Yep.
And not that it's bad. It's just like there was a huge amount of hype for it, and then it just went away.
I beat all 3 of those games. I beat Kenna. I beat Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank, and Returnal in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it's like
I'm back on Xbox.
It's Tsushima DLC and then the expansion for Death Stranding. That's all we know.
Bitch,
And
it
is that Sifu game? That's not exclusive, is it?
No, we got no.
Sifu's delayed.
We got you got
That's delayed
Deathloop.
too. Yeah,
Deathloop,
Deathloop. But that's the
September.
studios.
That's true.
That might be one of
That's
the
September
longer
as well.
games. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe.
Phil
But
said
that's
I
all
got you.
earlier. I don't.
Phil said I got you.
Yeah, give me a minute. My phone's finally charged.
So I think, like,
Yeah,
so-
Sifu was delayed to 2022, Reggie.
So mid October. So mid October. I don't know, Kobe. Anything October, November, December?
I'm looking.
So in terms of like what's coming out in the West, no idea. What's coming out in the East, yes.
All right, well,
Like, I
you
mean,
can
good
say
either
that's
way.
why I said. That's why I said you'll be good. But I mean, most people who like
Yeah.
would.
But exactly. I can't speak for the big sellers, but for me
Gotcha.
being hype, yo,
Yeah,
October
nah,
is about to be.
Kofi will always
October
be
is
good.
crazy, yeah?
Kofi will always be good.
in
Yeah.
October, in October at the moment, I'm just looking through.
Tales of Arise, I think.
No, that's
Yeah,
September.
no,
September's
in October.
crazy, dude.
No,
September is crazy.
Neither company has fuck all for October. The only one that does is the Switch.
Is it?
Like, it's a lot of- it's a-
When's
if we're
Forza?
talking-
Is Forza September, October?
If we're talking exclusives, I'm looking through my list because Game, the one and only fucking game store in my country, sorry, has a actually has a list of pretty much every fucking release that they sell. I'm not seeing fucking Forza in October.
It's November. I'm sorry.
Forza
November.
comes out in November.
November
Forza comes
9th.
out in November.
Right, in
Okay.
November, but yeah, I mean, fucking October, it belongs
Yeah.
to fucking Nintendo.
It's October. Yeah, October's quiet for both.
Everybody's applauding that.
You
like the fucking
right
plague.
though. You right though.
There's still room for Crossfire X because that hasn't been announced yet. It's
That's
still
been
supposed to- it
quiet,
hasn't
bro.
been
I
delayed
don't.
either.
Yeah, I don't.
Scoring also. Scoring is also supposed to come out this
Yeah,
year.
right.
It's
not
that
out
could be an
December.
October game.
It's
Hold
been
on.
delayed.
Forza Horizon 5, October 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all you get.
Wait, you mean November 9th?
Forza Horizon October? It comes out.
No,
November.
November. I said November 9th.
Yeah.
Okay,
You said
my bad.
October,
Sorry.
but yeah, it's November.
I think it's November 9th. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything else for September unless they need to update their shit. But no, like I'm seeing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for that. I'm seeing Zenith Collector's
SMG5.
Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of that's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of fucking Nintendo. I'm seeing like a lot of red here.
That's good. Nintendo need to bounce back.
Nintendo about to kill it, man. I'm excited for SMT5.
Like I said,
Gotcha.
Nintendo fucking owns October.
Because they don't care about holidays.
Wait, you mean November,
People
right?
buy Switches
No,
anyway.
Nintendo owns October as well because on October they've got. Give me a second. Let me just refresh my list real quick. Oh, for fuck's
like-
sake.
like-
My apologies.
Switches-
This app shit sometimes.
But like the Switch is ending it pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
Sony doesn't. Well,
And then
Nintendo
Big Daddy
doesn't
Halo
have
comes out.
competing software on their platform.
Yeah.
So it's a little
October.
different, like their release schedule.
Yeah.
Right,
Give
yeah.
me 10 say 5. Yep.
Yeah, no,
SM
that's coming out in November. I believe.
And then
Yeah,
Halo-
like
yes,
you know-
November 10th. No, 11th.
we still don't know
Yeah,
Halo's
no,
date.
12th.
We still don't know Halo's
It's-
date. So
I
that's
thought
another
Halo's
thing.
date was fucking announced. I thought it was on
Nah,
fucking.
No,
They-
what
Yeah.
they're still they're
They
still
didn't give an
waiting
official date yet.
for-
So October
to
8th, we've
determine
got-
a strategic date for the release. Like
Yeah, so-
I imagine it has to release in November. Fuck it. I know they're like worried about Call of Duty, but
So
they
here's
want to
the
release.
thing.
Yeah, I think they want to release it on the anniversary of Halo, but I think the issue that they run into is one, Call of Duty, and then two, they don't want to steal the thunder of Forza Horizon either.
two different games
They
though.
kind of want to space.
They also can't steal Battlefield's thunder either because they have the marketing deal for that. So
I'd
otherwise,
also-
like literally, it's a waste of money.
That's
true.
a concern. That is a concern they
That's
need
true.
to think of.
Then maybe
because
late November
look at-
then.
Even though Halo was fucking huge, you can't. If you're going against Call of Duty and Battlefield, you better give a good fucking reason for purchase because Titanfall 2 fucking flopped because of that bullshit. Thanks, EA.
They don't necessarily need a good reason because Game Pass is their floor.
Anyway, so going back
Sales
to what I was
are their
saying,
ceiling.
October is Nintendo's month because they've got Metroid Dread coming out, which is going to be a huge one. They've got Mario Party Superstars, Tormented Souls, And according to this, Shin Megami Tensei comes out on the 12th of fucking October.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
12th of
November.
November. Yeah, it says
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
November's
so
a busy month
then
too.
we got November, which is Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the
September
12th.
and November
on the
are
19th,
crazy.
Yeah, on the 19th of November, they've got Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl coming out. Then on the 19th, the same, they've got the Zenith Collector's Edition coming out. On that same fucking day, on November 19th, they've got Distrust coming out. And then on the 3rd of December, they've got the Danganronpa Decadence fucking collection coming out. Like, fuck, they give no fucks. They are just going
They just
right through.
drop games, yeah. All right, man, we got to roll out of this, man. I'm gonna Pharaoh, man, you're saying this. I know it's a little short-winded.
I think that it actually does have an impact. I don't think the impact is going to necessarily be in sales though.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the Xbox train is pretty much coming through, and they have a lot of games that they're just gonna keep pumping and pumping and pumping out. And if all you have to show, because even after holiday, Horizon drops, but like
So
we
does
have
Starfield.
nothing else after that either. All we know is Horizon. We don't know anything after Horizon. Like we don't know when Gran Turismo is coming. We don't, but we know that like Xbox. Is
We know what called. Are you
First
talking
party?
about this year or next year?
Next year.
Next
Yeah,
year
even
we
next
know. We know for Forspoken is supposed to release what's called.
No, we don't. We have if Forspoken was releasing was a guarantee to release in 2022, it would have been shown at the Square Enix showcase. It was not shown. Final Fantasy 16 was not shown. Those games would have been shown if they were coming out within 12 months of that E3 showcase. We do not know anything about those games.
According to the almighty Google, it isn't even. It's just giving me a release year of for Spoken. It's only saying 2022.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that has no solid release date yet.
That yep.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's what they're aiming for.
if they had something concrete, they would have shown something.
I don't know. It's still. I mean, it's still early. Who knows? I mean, it's supposed to be a rumor PlayStation experience, so maybe they'll have better, like more dates.
I
or
mean,
whatever.
if Forspoken is coming out, it's certainly not coming out in spring of 2022. If anything, it's coming out next holiday.
Next holiday.
That's what I'm saying. Based on it would have been shown already if it was coming out, somewhere between January and April of 2022.
Fair enough,
We
man.
would have already seen it. That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
So I think in that way it does have an impact, but I don't think we're going to necessarily see it in a reflection of hardware sales because there is a shortage and they're not readily available to go purchase.
Fair enough.
So it's all going to sell out.
Fair enough. All right, gentlemen, that was Pharaoh's take on it. I don't have time. I really gotta get out of here. Definitely follow everybody in the panel. You can check their stuff in the description. I have to bounce out of here. I appreciate you guys, and always keep it gaming, man. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Later.
I'm on the outside looking in.